Hello again, everybody. This is Derek, and I am coming back at you with another Wargaming in miniature video. I'm working on my 100 Years War project. I've also got some cheese in my mouth. Okay, I don't know what I did with my generals. That's not done. Okay. I think it's this tray, but we'll look into it. How's everybody doing this morning? Over the last hour or so, I vacillated on whether or not I want to do the campsites. I only have I only have 2 medieval tents, and I can do one. I can use one of the tents for my Burgundian army. That's not a problem. But what I was vacillating on was if I did 2 of the campsites with these medieval tents, I wouldn't have a tent for my... Hey, Kraus. 15mm miniatures. Good, thanks. Hey, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. I was thinking about actually putting to good use a one of the wagons, and I think you sent me these. And I was thinking, what was going through my mind was I could do an English and a French campsite, and then the third campsite, the Burgundians, I was thinking I could throw a wagon on there, maybe with some farm animals or something like that. But I don't think I want to do that. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. Yeah, yeah. I think I want to use these for other projects and not my medieval campsites. So instead of I think I'm going to postpone the campsites, and I think I'm going to go to Boeta. That's the company that I bought these medieval tents from. I think they've got some variations of medieval campsites. We're going to take a look right now, and then I'll do a little work on choosing my generals. Okay, give me a second. We'll go ahead and capture the center display here. I don't know how much you can see of this. Norman, okay. See, look at these. I think that, yeah, these are the 15 medievals, but both of these are Bravo. Which I think is this tent right here. Is that Renaissance? Possibly. Medieval square tower? Nope. Roman tents? No. Okay, I don't have this one. Yeah, so I think I want to get like one of these large tents as well. Like, look at that one right there. That's perfect for the English. What is that, Scotland? Got cheese in my mouth. Okay, well, this one, I have the medieval B. That's what I've got. I got 2 of these. Okay, that's all. That's all the medievals. Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking I want to get 2 of these. It says it'll fit on an 80 by 40 base. This is an 80 by 120. So it's going to fit in a quarter of the top of the base. I could drop a big tent and a little tent on there. So camp figures and accessories, let's check that out. I have a bunch of accessories like boxes and barrels and stuff like that. Not the metal barrels, obviously, for World War II. I don't think I need a campfire. I've got a couple of my campsites that have campfires, which I think is kind of cool, but I don't need all that extra stuff. Now, the medieval chests might be nice to throw around a campsite. That actually might be nice. Except it says 28 millimeter. Dang. All this is 28 millimeter. I need 15 millimeter. Okay, 15 millimeter items for my ancients. Yeah, I don't need any of this. I have a lot of that already. Generic supplies. I think I've already got that package. Okay, so I'm not going to order it right now, but I do plan on putting a Boeta order in for the larger tents, and maybe one more of the smaller tents, because I want to do a Burgundian, an English, and a French. I was thinking that this might have been my thought process because of the way my mind works. I might have only gotten 2 of these because there's only going to be 2 sides to a battle, right? And I could do a couple of generic campsites and then just pull one out for each player. But I'm going to order those Boeta large tents. When they come in, at that point, that's when I'll do those campsites. These are the camp followers. Okay, generals. These are not the glasses that I need to be using. I just finished my dismounted knights, and I didn't just finish them. I finished them last night, or yesterday afternoon, actually. And then I recorded a video this morning. Oh, that guy looks cool. I love me a plume. Yeah, that's a campaign cap. That's pretty cool. Okay. So with 5 general models, I want to have what I'm thinking I want to have is using these 3 Burgundian flags for my generals. But I want to have multiple figures on each base. Now I can pull some just knights out and put them. I can also put some pikemen out and give them a long enough pike to be a standard bearer. I have some mounted officers. I don't know where these came from. Now I have some knights with lances. I can go in with some clippers and clip off the little streamer they have on the top and turn these guys into mounted standard bearers. And I only have 3 of these, which works out perfect for that. Now I think I'm gonna have to look at my army list, but I think there's an overall commander and 2 subordinate commanders, not counting any kind of contingent, ally contingent. Okay, I gotta look at that. Okay, I'm looking right at the top. 1 army commander, there you go. So 1 army commander and up to 3 sub generals The Allied generals I'm not worried about. I can pull them, like if I'm playing English allies, I can just pull my English generals out of their army. So I need 4 generals, 1 overall, and then 3 subs. So just hypothetically, there's my 3 subs. I can use 2 of these for my overall general. I could throw a standard on one of these. Yeah. I could throw a standard on one of these. This is just me just spitballing here. And then a standard on another one. I could leave him alone if I wanted. Okay. I'm just chowing down on this cheese. Okay, let me pull up another page. Okay, generals. I'm trying to remember how many cards I thought it would say right there, but it doesn't. Maybe it's right here. Card upgrade. Okay. I was hoping it would be on the quick reference sheet. I'm having to look around my Okay, I might have to go to the rules. I think that the best general gets 5 cards. I should say right there, but I don't think I've got a PDF of the actual book. I don't think. And I think my generals are instinctive, right? Which means they're not as good as professionals. Yeah, I don't have it. Okay, pulling the rule book out. If I can reach it. Yep, it's right here. Excuse me. All right, I got the rule book right here. And I hope it's been a while since I've cracked this rule book. Okay, army list. Overview. Okay, hold on. Meg Fantasy. No. Army. Play with basing. Okay. Units and armies. Okay. Generals are 40 by 40. Got it. Generals. Okay. Ah, here it is. No, that's legendary. Should have army commander only. Should have 5 figures. If I have a legendary. It says any instinctive. But if I decide to do a legendary, I could have 5 figures. And the reason why you don't have to do this, they just recommend that you do the same number of figures that you would be drawing cards. That way you don't have to remember. Talented and competent are going to have 4 and 3 figures. Legendary is going to have 5. But that's going to be a really tight fit on a 40mm base. One method is to color the edges. Another message is to put one figure on a base for each card they get. Yeah. So, where can I put that? Right over here. Okay. I don't want to have anybody with just one figure is what I'm getting at. He's not going to have a standard. But he can have, like, an assistant attendant. Now, I'm just spitballing here. These aren't actually the ones I'm going to base them on. This is just, okay, I think I want to do a 4, a couple of 3s, and maybe a 2. I don't think I can put 5 on a base. I'm going to go get a 40mm base. Oh, I thought you had gone to work. Oh. All right, so we can't see squat on the screen, so let's get rid of that. Got me some 40mm bases. I'm only going to do 4 generals. It's hard to do all this, what do you call it? Pre-planning, I guess is what you might call it. So, let's just hypothetically now they don't all have to be mounted. I could always do a dismounted figure on here. Look how cramped that would be. That would be like super cramped. Oh, you might not be able to see that, but yeah, that's way too cramped. Even 4 is way too cramped. I think 3 might be the way to go. And then if I wanted to put like, yeah, these 3 figures, Yeah. And this way I could put it in kind of a wedge formation. I can have the general up front and then the standard bearer following slightly behind. Now I could pull a general okay. I only put one general on each of these groups, but I put two in this group because I get 5 of them. But I think I can pull a general off and just put one of these knight commander types on there with him. And I could save this general to be used in another army if I need it. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do 3 and 3. I think all my subordinates are going to have 2, and the overall is going to have 3. That's what we're going to do. Now I just have to figure out which ones I want to actually use. I'm going to pull out my Uber magnifiers. Okay, can't see the screen when I do that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Kraus, you're saying I'm currently painting up some units for my Timurid army. That's what's on the painting bench. You got a pretty cool glass painting bench. I think that's kind of cool, especially the depth. I've noticed that because I built this desk myself. I thought this was going to be enough space. I wish I had given it like an extra foot because I feel a little cramped here. I like your setup. How you got it really wide and then you got those doors underneath. That's pretty cool. Okay. Decided not to use that one. These are the four I'm going to use from the generals. Okay. Those are the actual generals. These lancers are going to be converted to standard bearers. I think that works. Those are for the standard bearers. He gets one extra dude. Trying to decide. Take this guy. But he'll need a horse. Okay. Give him an armored one. All right, so these are the ones I'm going to work with. These are all going to be saved for a later day. Probably can't hear a thing I was saying. Okay, that's trash. I'll consider that trash too. Now these are my sprue cutters for plastics, but the metal on these miniatures are soft enough that I can use them. Yeah, I gotta think about how I'm cutting this. There we go. We'll get to those in a minute. Okay. The streamers. Now, they're going to be covered mostly with a flag. So, I don't have to, like... I don't need to make it, like, super smooth or anything. Alrighty then. Yeah, that's going to be covered with a flag. Alright. I still need to go over these with my X-Acto knife to get any mold lines or burrs or anything like that off of there. Normally I cut this directly over my garbage so that when the lead falls, it falls right into the trash. Yeah, and I've decided not to put any troops on foot on my general bases. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I didn't want to do it. Okay, those are not ears. Those are plumes. Yeah, when I start working on generals, you know I'm really close to finishing the army. Because I tend to do generals close to the end. Oh, right, there's space. Okay. File. I am going to pull the trash can over a little bit. And we're going to file the bottom of these horses down. All right. So now we go through and get mold lines off of these bad boys. And anything else that I feel needs to be trimmed or corrected. Touched up. Oh my stomach was yelling at me. Okay. I should have caught this. The toes have a little spider web hanging off them. Okay, there. That's gotten. I think I'm going to make a salad. Cheese and lettuce. I don't think I'm going to use tomato or jalapenos. I normally do that on a salad. But I think I'm just going to go lettuce and cheese. I'm getting kind of hungry because I got up real early this morning. I didn't get much sleep last night. Blue Moon doesn't normally have a whole lot of mold lines, but they every now and then will have a little spider hanging off of the figure somewhere. In the case of these generals, it's its toe. Notice that the Blue Moon horses for these generals are a little bit stockier than the Old Glory horses. I was going to say, is this guy missing a leg? No, it's just kicked up. It's kicked up high next to his tail. Okay, those are all trimmed, cleaned. I'm going to do a little gluing. that's going to be the main man right there. Philip the Good. I knew that. These three are going to be the other generals. So now I have to decide which general is going to be Philip the Good. Because these are not personality models. These are just... Oh, it's going to be him, obviously. They're just generic generals, so... Okay, those look good. Those are going to go on those horses. Okay, where's the guy with the cell A? That's him. He's going to go on a horse. Which one? I don't know. Try and make some room here. Okay. And then... he'll go right there. And he'll go right there. All right, that's where they're going to go. That guy is getting an armored horse. This guy will get an armored horse as well. Okay. Okay, I know where they're going now. One of that looks good. Only doing 9 mounted generals and their retinue. It should be pretty quick. I should be able to do these guys maybe in one sitting. Maybe not. Might have to apply a little bit of downward pressure on this guy. Just so that his... Okay, that's perfect. Just so his saddle would sit on the horse. And not sit up like 100 miles. You know, you go through there and you trim everything off. But there's always something you forget or you miss. It's like there's always something. Yeah, I didn't like the way that was sitting on there. His saddle was on top of the armor. Okay, that's better. These unusual ones, they might be minifigs. Because I did order some minifigs a long time ago. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're making progress. Got them all assembled. Now, I gotta get me some 3M double-sided tape. All right. Got me 4 sticks. And I got some 3M tape, which I only need 9 bases for. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Normally I would put 3 horses on a stick, but what I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to keep them in their groups. So I decided just to put 2 horses per stick on these subordinate generals. It won't hurt anything, you know, it's just... Okay, those are ready. They're probably dry the most. Peel the backing off of the tape. The general. Standard bearer. Attendant or staff or whatever you want to call them. General. Standard bearer. So on my men-at-arms, or I'm sorry, I guess they're not men-at-arms, they're dismounted knights. I painted them with dark brown. I mean grim brown, or whatever you call black brown. And then on top of that, I painted them with plate mail silver. And they look awesome. I mean, that metal color works for what I was wanting it to look like. You'll have to see it when I upload the Dismounted Knights video, which should be coming out maybe tonight. Okay, well, they're all ready to start painting. There's the 3 subordinates, and then there's my Duke of Burgundy. Okay, well, we're not going to do that on the camera today. I'm going to make me a salad. I'm going to eat. Let's see what we got on our chats. We have the desk I have is great. The extra space. Yeah, you're talking about that glass desk. And did you watch my Burgundian video? I think so. That one was a while back, wasn't it? A couple of years ago? I think I did watch it. I might go back and rewatch it just for the insight. I might actually do that. Give me something to watch while I'm eating my salad. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out and checking this out. I didn't really get a whole lot of sleep last night, so I'm kind of feeling a little under the weather. And I've been on almost 2 hours anyway. And just remember that if you want any miniatures, Blue Moon or Old Glory 15 millimeters, you should check me out at my eBay store, Wargaming in Miniature. I just got in a bunch of 100 Years War Blue Moon last couple of days. I just uploaded them last night. Also, if you're interested in me doing any kind of commission or you need me to paint something for you, drop me an email at my email address. Should be in the description below. All right, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. You guys take care.